Hello, this is Kelly with Indiana Inker Plans, and today we are going to plan in my dashboard happy planner for September 4th through the 10th. And this week I decided that I was going to start with a complete blank slate. And so I just pulled out a couple pages of filler paper, and we're just going to see what we can come up with. I did pull some washi that I thought would go with the stickers that I chose pretty well. I want to use, since this is like the first week of September and kind of want to do summer, but kind of wanted to do fall, so I decided that I would use these orange and yellow stickers from Amber Plans Her Day. I think I have another sheet. Yeah, so we have 2 sheets of those, and then we've got a few boxes left. I'm not a real big checklist person, but I might like them better on a blank slate. We got a few bullet points, some quotes, and some words. So let's see what we can come up with. Put that back there. And then I also pulled out my quotes book that I've put together just in case we would need that. Pulled a few stickers from my shop. So let's just see what we can come up with. So first of all, I thought I would put this washi down the center and kind of mute this, kind of mute the black dots since they're kind of bold. See how we like that. Today is September 2nd. Cannot believe that it is September already. It's like this year has just absolutely flown by. So I will have to punch those. I didn't grab my punch, but it is right behind me. And this grid washi I got from Amazon, and it's linked. I always have it linked in the description. I think it was like a 10-pack of washi in different colors. It's sunny and pretty here today. It's supposed to get really warm and humid this afternoon, so I got my stuff done this morning. I actually had plans for today, but my friend had a family emergency, so I went ahead and got my hair done and did some of the things that we had planned on doing, but there were just so many people. Even at 10 o'clock this morning, I could not believe the number of people that were out and in the way. I am not a people person, at least not when I'm out shopping in small spaces. Okay, so do we want to, let's get some flowers on the page first. Then we will decide what color of dates we want to use, and let's get these punched. That will make it look a little better. I can reach my punch. It's right behind me, but Miss Short Arms here. Okay, so let's put these together. Maybe that will. Well, line that up. I'm gonna make sure I punch them in the same spot though. Oh. Usually try and empty that every time. So I'm going to turn this upside down so that maybe I can see the bottom. Now with having the washi on there, I can't really see. There we go. Okay. And then it just moved. This is usually pretty easy, but I've got these lights shining down. And so that's not helping. Okay, so that's better. Put the cover back on. And I'll empty it when we're done. Okay. There we go. That looks better. I like that. Okay, so let's pull some florals. I keep forgetting to look at my camera to make sure I'm still in frame. I am horrible at that. Okay, so we've got, I pretty much have the same florals left on both pages. So let's do, goodness, I'm not sure why the lighting is giving me fits today. Probably should have pulled the outer piece off before I started filming. That would have helped. Okay, so let's put that down in that corner. Then should we put the other one in the top corner or down here in the bottom? Save that piece in case we decide we want to use it in a little while. Yeah, I went and got my hair done this morning, and then the little town where I get my hair done, they were having a farmer's market, and then a few of the businesses were having an open house today. And so I went to that, and I was there as soon as the open house started. The farmer's market had already been going on, but and the little store that I wanted to go to is a little country store, and there was already too many people in there for me, and I could not believe there was that many people there as soon as they opened. So I did walk around for a little bit and picked up one thing, and then I thought, well, I'll go by the farmer's market, and parking lot was full, tons of people, and it's like, well, I guess not. And so then there's a consignment shop in town, and they just changed hands, and so I wanted to stop by there and see what all they had. Well, they weren't open, so it was like, well, okay, I am just batting 1,000 today. So I ended up going to another small local shop. They were having a fall frenzy on Friday and Saturdays in September. So I stopped by there and didn't find anything there. Then I had $7 in Kohl's Cash, so I wanted to go by and see if I could find like some fall decor or something, and or a pair of jeans on clearance. And there wasn't hardly anybody in there, which was nice. But Kohl's has just, they used to be my very favorite store, but they have changed so much over the last few years that I'm just not as much of a fan as what I used to be. And they had a sale, spend $25, save $10. Well, I couldn't even find $25 worth of stuff that I wanted. So I did find something that I could use my Kohl's Cash on and left, and then I just came home. So, I don't know if I want, what do I want to do in the corners? Do I want to put let's maybe put a smaller floral in the other two corners. Should I use this one? Use that one. So are you a person that enjoys the crowds, or they don't bother you? Or are you more of an introvert and don't do well with crowds? I do much better if I'm with somebody, so that it's like more fun. If there's a bunch of people, it literally becomes a chore for me to be there. And the older I get, the worse it gets. So I guess I'm getting old and cranky, maybe. I don't know, but I'm just don't do well with lots of people. And that little store that I was in this morning, it's like everywhere you tried to go, there were 2 or 3 people in the way. It was like, to me, it's just not enjoyable, especially if I'm by myself. Let's see. They had refreshments and drawings and all kinds of stuff. So, I mean, they'd done a nice job, but I would much rather go when there's not an event and there's only 2 or 3 people in the store, so that you can actually look around and see what all they have. Okay, so do we want to do an orange monthly, or do we want to do a black one? Yeah. Because I think I'm going to do yellow. Maybe we'll do orange. But I don't have an orange 2023, but we really don't need a 2023. I mean, I know what year it is. So let's go ahead and do the orange September. And these are available in my shop in a variety of colors. And if I don't have a color that you're looking for, let me know and I'll see if I can get it added. Okay, so do I want to put, I think maybe I just want to put it in the center. That, and then maybe I'll put another small floral, maybe one of these over. Let's do that. There, that's cute. Okay, so now over here, I brought the black washi too, and then I've got the yellow washi, but I don't want to use the yellow washi with that. So I don't know, we may just, then I've got my zig dot markers too. So we may just use those so it's not as time consuming to get the dots down. But I didn't bring any numbers over. Don't believe I pulled any numbers out. Oh, I did. I pulled out my date dots. So we will do those. Yeah, because I didn't have any orange ones. I do have orange ones in the shop, but we want to put, I don't know, we'll probably put some more florals up there. Do I have, maybe do this one because it's bigger. I don't know, I may put another one. Should we put another one? Sure, why not? Let's put another one. Okay. So then we can put Monday. We want to do that, or do we want, maybe we should do, oh, neighbor dog's outside. I don't hear him very often. Okay, so let's do that. Okay, so now let's do, oh, I pulled the wrong ones. These are not my dot markers. Well, I've got a couple of them missing. Don't know where they're at. Well, I don't have an orange one. What colors do we have? Well, maybe we won't do this. Maybe we'll, I guess, well, darn. Okay, I've got, where are they at? Oh, well, I put them back, apparently. Oh, there they are. Okay, these are from Lexington Flair. I'm not sure if she's still in business or not, but we will use, I love the size of these little bullet points. I'm gonna have to get me some more of the Zig dot markers. The ones that I have are like more pastel, so I need to get some of the bright colors, because I tend to do more bright spreads than I do pastels, but Amazon had a good deal on those, so I went ahead and grabbed them. Okay, so we will do that. I'll leave some space so that I can do another one if I need to. I like the idea of having a blank slate to just do my own thing. But at the same time, I also like things that are predated. So it's kind of a catch-22. And I don't mind the right side of the dashboard so much, but just not really a fan of the left side. So are you ready for fall, or are you sad that it's just around the corner? I like the changing of the leaves, but outside of that, I'm really not much of a, I don't care for the, I don't care for the gloominess. But I do like the changing of the leaves, but outside of that, cool temperatures are okay, but it gets dark earlier and the sky is just not as blue, and I prefer like mid 70s to low 80s with sunshine and no humidity. No rain, no wind. I have very fine, thin hair, so even the mildest of breezes gives me a new hairstyle, whether I want one or not. And I'm not a huge fan of putting my hair up. Okay, so now what am I going to do with Sunday? So I didn't plan that out very well. So where'd my date dots go? So we will do this. So you usually don't have a whole lot on Sunday anyway. So we will do this. That'll work. Okay. So let's maybe put some florals down the side. Some of the ones that we trimmed off. And I went to Ollie's today, which I've not been to Ollie's in forever. Just to, I went there for, to see if they had any plastic tubs, like the 18-gallon size. And they did not. But I looked for the Happy Planner sticker books to see if they still had any. Because I'd not, like I said, I'd not been there in forever. So I'd not, when everybody was talking about them having them for like $1.99, I just never went. And so I looked today while I was there, and they had just a handful. But, you know, they were all the older sticker books that I really didn't need any more of anyway. I think it's cool that they had them. It's a good deal for new planners just starting. Because as we know, this is a very expensive hobby. And even though I have my own sticker shop, I've gotten to where I like ordering from like Mojo Jojo Plans and Amber Plans for Day. But goodness, that just gets to be so expensive. especially when you add shipping on there. Just wanted to wrinkle my page. Okay, so that's pretty cute. I like that. We may need a little bit more up there, but we'll worry about that in a minute. Let's see, do we have any? Let's see. Might be able to put this one up here. That works. I like that. Something down the side, but I'm out of ones that I've cut off. So let's see if we can. Oh, let's do this one and cut it in half. I decorated my house for fall on, I don't remember if it was Wednesday or Thursday evening, but I'm getting back into decorating for the different holidays and seasons, and I have for the last few years, but I used to really enjoy it when my kids were little, and then when my mom passed away, that was one of the many things that I just quit doing. And so I'm glad to get back into it, and I wish I still had all of my decorating things that I had back when I was married. The kids took some of them, and then I just donated the rest. Okay, so I really like this. This is turning out really pretty. Okay, so let's see. We've got a few boxes. Let me see what the words are that she has. Get that one. Kind of like squirrel. Okay. Okay, so she has to do, I could do that one this week and to buy. Let's see. Okay, so to do would probably be my biggest one. And then this week and to buy, I do have a few things that I've got to order this week. So let's see, let's do this. And we'll use, I thought I had that in frame. We'll use this long one for my to-do. So we'll put it, to go down straight, we will put it right there. Get the wrinkles out of that. And this is just a Pampered Chef pan scraper. Okay, so we will do the to-do in that one. it over there, over here. Maybe I will do this and then maybe put a quote up there. We could do that. Let's do that. I really wish you guys could holler at me when I'm not in frame. Okay. Let's do, did I say we would do, I need to buy. Okay, what else am I using? I was gonna do this week. Okay. Too long. So, cut that. Put it like that. Okay, so now do we want to do, I'm going to do checklists because we could probably get a couple of checklists on there. And I don't think I like that. I'm just really not a big checklist person. Then if I use these dots, they're not gonna match. Well, that'll be all right. So we can do, it will be fine. Well, except for, pulling up the paper and not the sticker. There we go. I wish the bullet points were just a little bit smaller because they take up so much space in the box. But I use this planner for all of my to-dos for home and the sticker shop. Should have spaced those out a little bit more. Guess I should have put them on the Sorry, I have a hard time thinking and talking at the same time. Yeah, that's really down kind of low, but that'll work. And that leaves 3 that we can put. I don't know, there may only be room, I guess there's really only room for 2. So do we want to put this one up here? That'll be all right. Still not very evenly spaced, but that's all right. Okay, so now we will put okay, so I like that. Okay, so we have one more box. Is there anything? I guess I could do remember. Or Aaron. Well, let's see. Because it's this color. So do I want to put it? Yeah, I think let's just put it. So now we'll do remember. Then we'll put 2 of the bullet points in there. Okay, cute. Okay, so now your only limit is you. Make every day count. Don't really have much of a space over here for a quote. Let's see, what do we want to put up there? I'm not afraid to start over. Be a nice human. Your potential is endless. Maybe I should have put this, and then I could have put, wonder if this will let me take it up. Nope, it is down. Okay, wish I would have put that up there, and then I could have put this quote there and this quote down here. Let's see if I peel up from this direction maybe. There we go. Okay, so let's, should I put, I don't think I like that. Let's just, don't want to do that or that. or that. So let's sticker sticking over the top. Okay, so now let's get this sticker. We will put it right there, and then I want this one says good things take time. I want that right there. Okay, so thinking, let's, I don't have any smaller ones. I think that's the smallest ones we have. Okay. So my thought is that we will cut this one in half. Let's put up against there. Let's trim that off a little bit. Let's see, should we put this one there, or maybe put it, let's put that one across the top. So let's get some of these green leaves off. There. Okay. This little piece left from one that I'd cut off. So should we put it there, or let's put it on the top? Okay, I think we're pretty well done. Okay, so I do have, let's see, okay, so I'm done with the date dots. I'm gonna do that. Okay, on Thursday, I need to remember to request my funds from Etsy. And they automatically pay on Monday, which goes in my account on Tuesday. But since Monday is a holiday, they'll pay on Tuesday and it'll go on my account on Wednesday. So I need to make sure I pay my Spark card on Wednesday this week instead of Tuesday. And then if I request funds on Thursday, then I'll pay my Spark card again on Friday. Because I just pay it every time I get paid, and then it's always paid off. Okay, and then Thursday is trash day, but I put the trash out on Wednesday. So this is a trash only week. Monday is a postal holiday, so we will put that there. And Monday is Labor Day. So we'll put that there. And I've got the 2023 or the 2023, but I don't think do I want to use that since I've got some black down here now? I guess we can. Okay, we'll put that there. Okay. So do we need do we need florals anywhere else? Really don't think there's any small enough quotes. Just be a nice human, that might fit, or your potential is endless. That might fit right there. Let's try that. There, I like that. Okay. And this is Amber Plans Her Day Rainbow Florals collection. And at some point in my vertical, which I may do that this coming week, I want to do a rainbow spread with these florals for the week. I saw, I think, Playing with Elise that did that when this book came out, and it was so pretty. Either that, it was in Kelly Plans Rainbow Florals book, one or the other. Okay, so let's get here's the other part of the September monthly. So I will I'll just adhere these two together. Same with this one. I'll put that in there and adhere those together. So there we go. So I'm really happy with how that turned out. I like that really well. So I may end up doing this again in the near future. So if you like this video, hit the like button. If you'd like to see more of my videos, hit the subscribe button. And thank you for watching. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.